The first films India watched were not made in Bollywood, but cinema had indeed arrived on India's shores. The growth of technology and the excitement it generated the world over eventually gave birth of India's first talking and singing film, Alamara, made by Ardeshir Irani and screened in Bombay in 1931. Finally, India's actors had found a voice. They could talk, they could shout, they could even cry, and they could do one more thing, sing for their audiences. It was a gift that remains the signature of the quintessential Hindi films to date. But it was the golden age, 1950s and 1960s, that produced some of India's most critically acclaimed films and memorable actors of all time. Among those in Bollywood's Hall of Fame are Guru Dutt, Mehboob Khan, Raj Kapoor, Balraj Sahni, Nargis, Bimal Roy, Meena Kumari, Madhubala, and of course, Dilip Sahab. So while the Guru Dutts and Bimal Roys held an audience in trance, Indian cinema moved one step further with the release of K. Asif's Mughal-e-Azam in 1960. The film kick-started a trail of romantic movies all over India. The Masala film, the classic Bollywood entertainer, burst onto the scene only in the 1970s, and audiences were enthralled by the histrionics of actors such as Rajesh Khanna, Sanjeev Kumar, Wahida Rehman, Asha Parekh, Tanuja, and others.
ढल गया दिन हो गई शाम जाने दो जाना है ढल गया दिन हो गई शाम जाने दो
This was Bollywood's heyday, a time when director Ramesh Sippy gave us his iconoclastic Sholay. The film, which has been internationally acclaimed, also clinched the title of superstar for Amitabh Bachchan, who already had well over 30 films under his belt by then. The 1980s saw the rise of several women directors such as Aparna Sen, Prema Karnath, and Meera Nair. It was also the decade when sultry siren Rekha wooed audiences with her stunning performance in Umrao Jaan. The 90s ushered in a mixed genre of romantic films, thrillers, action movies, and comedy films. Gradually, the face of Indian cinema was changing once again. Technology now gave us Dolby digital sound effects, advanced special effects, choreography, and international appeal. It was time to shift focus to aesthetic appeal, and stars like Shah Rukh Khan, Rajnikant, Madhuri Dixit, Amir Khan, Chiranjeevi, Juhi Chawla, and Hrithik Roshan began to explore ways to use new techniques to enrich Indian cinema with their performances. Indian cinema finally found global mass appeal at the turn of the 21st century. As the world became a global village, the industry reached out further to international audiences. Cinema in India remains the single largest entertainer to date. And despite technology such as direct-to-home TV bringing the movies straight into the living room, the marquee still rules. As we complete 100 golden years of Indian cinema, this film is dedicated to the Nautanki, the masala, the eccentricities of the cinema that we can also call the 2-minute Hindi movie, which in all its silliness is beautiful and very entertaining to watch.
मन बलवान लागे चट्टान रहे मैदान में आगे
वो आ गया देखो देखो वो आ गया
तोहफा 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 तोहफा
लाया लाया लाया
ना गजरे की धार, ना मोतियों के हार, ना कोई किया सिंगार, फिर भी कितनी सुंदर हो तुम, कितनी सुंदर हो।